Opinions expressed in the following sponsored program are not necessarily those of KSCO Radio, its staff, management, or advertisers. If something is said with which you disagree, please call us during the program in order to help us balance comment.
Good evening and welcome to Off the Lip, the show about surfing and skateboarding. If you'd like to join the show tonight, give us a call at 831-479-1080. That's 831-479-1080. And now, here are your hosts for tonight's program, Neil Perlberg and Terry Campion.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Off the Lip Radio Show, broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. Good evening. My name is Neil Perlberg. I'm here with my dear friend and getting skinny co-host, Mr. Terry Campion.
Oh, man.
Dude, you've been sweating it up in hot Pilates, my friend.
I'm trying. You are too. We both are. It's our new weight loss competition. It's hot Pilates based.
We're in the back hating it. Gotta hate that class.
Well, you know, no one understands it. I always say it shouldn't be called hot Pilates. It should be called hot misery.
It is misery.
Yeah, because Pilates is like...
Why are we doing it?
I don't know. My wife's making me do it.
This portion of the show is brought to you by... Who should we pick? Freeline Surf Shop.
Perfect.
When the other night, I go, where's my ad? Oh, yeah, get it texted to you right away. Nothing.
What?
Yeah, Brittany. Brittany, where's my ad?
Wow.
Nothing.
I know they have a surfboard sale right now.
Like a bikini sale.
Oh, is it a
Apparently.
bikini sale?
It's a bikini, yeah.
They got keys to privates.
Oh, yeah, keys to privates.
Yep, and what else is going on in there? A lot of wetsuits. Hopefully the water gets cold.
Taylor Surfboards are in there.
Yes, they are.
Right?
I've seen them.
Taylor Surfboards are at...
Exclusively.
Exclusively.
Well, that's...
And in studio tonight, exclusively, Mr. Pat Taylor. Also here, kind of round of applause. Mr. Seth Taylor.
Yay.
And grandson, the Nipper.
Where are you from?
You know what? I'm the host. You be quiet.
The Nipper.
The Nipper.
Jackson.
If I be quiet, then I can't
Jackson's in studio tonight. Jackson, how old are you?
talk. I'm only 9.
You're 9? Okay. Don't talk anymore.
You don't talk anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
It's you've opened a can of worms.
I did, didn't I? Yeah. Well, he got the tour. The Nipper got the tour of the radio station. Loved it.
I ain't a nipper.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The Nipper's on fire. Turn that mic off. I did. Microphone's down. So, Pat, nice to see you.
Glad to be here.
It's been overdue, you coming on the show.
Yeah, well, I'm hard to get out of my seat here, you know.
What? Who helped you get out of your seat? Was it TC or
Terry?
did I call you enough to get? Come on down here.
On either side of me, all around me.
Right.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for quite a
For
while.
a long
having
time.
Pat on here,
A lot of people have been saying to us, got to get Pat on the show.
Yeah,
Got to
yeah.
get Pat on the show. It's like a parrot.
No,
Got to
it's
get
good.
Pat on the show.
They'll be sorry.
Ah, that's good to see you here. Thank you.
Started shaping surfboards when?
Ooh, first one, 15 years old.
You were 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
big question right now. This is journalism right here. This is the tough journalism. How old are you?
Then there was a big lag.
Oh, there was a big
And
lag?
Then 18, 19, kind of got into more professionally, or at least to make a job.
Right.
Who
right.
gave you the big break?
Yes.
Working for Steve Coletta.
Ah.
Mr. Coletta, friend of the show.
Yes.
I used to hot coat for Steve Coletta.
Did you?
Yes.
And he taught you everything you knew? Everything you knew?
It taught me a lot.
Really?
Taught me a lot about craftsmanship.
Right. And you've been shaping your boards at your shop here in Pleasure Point area?
Yes. Over off 17.
Still shaping, are we?
Yeah.
Still hot boards coming hot off the presses?
What was that?
Hot off the presses?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. These guys keep me busy over here.
Right.
I was guessing earlier, you and I were talking, I thought that maybe Pat Taylor had shaped about 12 or 15,000 surfboards.
That's a lot.
You know, I don't count.
You don't?
I definitely can't count that high.
Wow.
TC, let's get this original member of the Santa Cruz crew. Correct? Can you tell us a little bit about the Santa Cruz crew?
Brainstorm of Corey Smith.
Okay.
Everybody thought I owned that surf shop there, but it
You-
was Corey was the businessman,
Right.
because they had like 50 boards and they're all made by P. Taylor.
Yeah, that was happening. I mean, honestly, that to me was we talk about this. Those years, that 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, pretty magical time for Pleasure Point.
Yes, Santa Cruz came on the map. Vince Collier, Richard Smith, the first real professional surfers out of this area.
And I mean, a lot of the Pat Taylor shapes had Santa Cruz surfboards on them. How'd that come about?
Let's see, the blocky geometric pattern. That was Corey's idea. Richard Novak, Santa Cruz Skateboards, had the Santa Cruz surfboard label. He got to use that, and I made the boards. So it was kind of a conglomeration.
So you and Corey were in business building and selling surfboards out of Santa Cruz Surf Shop at the time.
Surf Shop, yeah.
Yeah, and that was where Rip Curl is now.
Correct.
Yeah, we're right next door for a while, too, before it burned down.
The
or
first
something, yeah.
one was there, but when he really went big was in that shop.
And let's talk about like how it came to be that you were making all these guys boards. And maybe, how about this? How about let's talk about some of these. Oh, actually, I'm going backwards. Ready, Neil?
Go ahead.
I brought a picture of the Santa Cruz crew.
Jim
Phillips
drew that
this.
picture.
Yes.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Reginald, can we get it on?
It was
where's the
Jim
camera?
Senior.
Right here. Let me
Yeah.
get it over here. Let me get it over here. Right
Jim
here.
Senior did this.
Right.
And it's I think at Steve Coletta's cancer benefit, this original art was actually raffled off. And I remember seeing it there. But I want you to list some of the names of the Santa Cruz crew, because it's the first time that you've seen this in a while, probably. This is kind of a test.
Do you want me to point to him and show who you are?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so so we start way over here. Keith Meeks. I'm sure you recognize that one.
Meekster.
You pointed out the Meekster.
Yep.
Could I get the Meekster back on the show, TC?
Bruce Ramsey.
Bruce Ramsey.
Wow.
Ramsey Lath and Plaster. Let's see, we got Thor Johnson,
Big wave surfer in his own right.
brother to Alex. Paul Moreno, if you can pick
Yeah.
that one out.
BP, if he's listening over in Hawaii right now.
Glasser extraordinaire, Obolinski.
We've talked about having Obo on the show.
He was down there at the Manresa factory, which was the Santa Cruz surfboard factory. Glass boards for me for quite a few of those years.
Felix's shop.
Yeah, Felix's
Correct?
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause-
Sand Dollar shop now. It used to be Pat's store before that.
Right.
Mr. Happy Tim Larkin.
Oh, Tim Larkin. He's probably listening tonight. I didn't know Larkin was in there.
Because he's never happy.
We got a Harbor Bill, the guy.
Yeah.
You got the
Harbor Bill.
Sailor
What's
hat
great
on.
about Harbor Bill, he's the only one you can't see his face.
Yeah.
Because, he's obviously
He-
Harbor Bill.
He's in hiding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One more, Pat. Give us one more.
We got Kevin Walters,
Can you give us two more?
Heitman, both Heitmans, myself, Dave Cromwell, the Sander, Jack Roddy. That's the most of it.
There
Very
we
cool.
go.
You're listening to the Off It Radio Show. You can listen to us actually on FM now, 104.1, which you said came in crystal clear.
I experimented the other night, and
Crystal
that
clear.
FM is clear as a whistle.
AM, what is it? What are you? 1080 AM. That's right. And if you want to call in and talk to any one of the Taylors, that would be Pat, Seth, and the Nipper.
I ain't.
The phone number
the
is
Nipper.
479-1080. Phone number 479. Or you can watch us right now directly on SantaCruzWaves.com. This portion of the show. Where's my glasses, TC?
Oh,
It's
no.
on my head. There we go.
There we go.
This portion of the show is brought to you by the Homeless Garden Project's last sustained farm supper of the season on Saturday, September 19th from 4 to 7:30 p.m. Their summer dinners focus on sustainability. Does sustainability taste good? Eating local organic food prepared by exceptional local chefs. Get tickets and learn more at homelessgardenproject.org. This is Neil and TC with the Off It Radio Show. Don't go. I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Tim Lostelot, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. We have a very busy month upcoming here at De La Viega. Think about joining us for one of our many worthwhile fundraisers. We are hosting the Santa Cruz Board of Realtors on Friday, August 21st, Senior Legal Services on Friday, August 28th. Think about joining us for the Santa Cruz Police Department fundraiser on Friday, September 11th. Lastly, the Volunteer Center fundraiser on Friday, September 18th. And don't forget to mark your calendar for the first annual Surf City Golf, Surf, and Skate Classic coming up on Friday, November 6th, all here at De La Viega Golf Course. For information concerning these events, please call the golf shop at 831-423-7214 or visit us on the web at www.delaviegagolf.com.
Whole body cryotherapy is a full body exposure to sub-zero temperatures to decrease inflammation, increase cellular survival, decrease pain and muscle spasms, and promote overall health and wellness. It is not a medical procedure in the US, but a non-invasive option for people seeking faster recovery, more energy, relief from aches and pains, better health and sleep, even skin beautification and weight loss. Widely used in training and wellness centers and spa-like settings throughout Europe, it's now here in Santa Cruz at Santa Cruz Cryotherapy, located at 1220 41st Avenue, Capitola. Book your appointment today at santacruzcryo.com or call us at 831-288-2882 and mention this KSCO ad and receive a 10% discount off all package deals. And your introductory session is just $35.
Hey, it's Julie from Toyota and Sign of Santa Cruz. I want to introduce you to our new slogan. Why drive over the hill when the big store is right next door? The all-new Toyota Santa Cruz. You have to come check out this dealership. It is amazing. 50,000 square feet of state-of-the-art service and sales. Over 500 new, used, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. And our number one commitment is to save you time and money. And you know what else we're proud of? Our customer service. And that's why you guys keep coming back. We take care of our customers. So get down there, check out the dealership, buy a car or a truck, make me happy, and have a great day.
Good evening, we're back with the Off the Lip Radio Show, the world's only surf and skate live radio show. Also now streaming live on SantaCruzWaves.com. We're on, we Instagram, we do tweet.
Yep. Hey, we're on the radio tomorrow night, too.
Oh, that's right, we're on the radio. We're at the fair tomorrow night.
We're at the Santa Cruz County Fair, broadcasting live.
With a six-pack.
Well, anyone there who wants to buy us a beer, by all means, come by.
Yes, buy us a beer and get on the radio.
Yes, KSCO has a booth at the radio, at the fairgrounds.
Bring us a Frosty.
If you bring us a beer,
You're
we'll
on
put
the
you on the radio. That's a great idea. So if you want to say hi to your mom,
and if you bring us a shot, you get right
straight to the front of the line. Sounds like a good deal.
It's a heck of a deal.
We should Instagram that.
I was going to give away tickets tonight, but Chris got mad at me saying I was going to give away tickets.
You're not supposed to give them away?
I got tickets to give away.
Well, why don't we give them away?
Because he gets mad at me.
He doesn't want to answer the phone because so many people call?
He doesn't want to answer the phone.
That's not true. All I said was do the tickets separate from the break, please.
Okay, caller number 3 gets 2 tickets to the fair right now. Caller number 3 gets 2 tickets to the Santa Cruz County Fair.
Okay, and if they win the tickets, you got to bring us a beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Because we want your name and phone number. And if you don't
We're
bring us a beer, we crank call you all night long. In studio tonight, the Taylor family. Pat Taylor, Seth Taylor, and Jackson Taylor in the house. So let's get to Jackson. Where are you?
I'm right here.
How old are you?
I'm almost 9. I'll be 9 at September 28th.
Okay. Now you're a sponsored surfer. Who's your? You're 9 years old and you're sponsored. You sponsored TC?
No.
No. You know any stickers on your surfboard? No.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you something. Jackson and I have something in common because he's
What's
sponsored by Volcom.
Yes.
And I am a sponsored by Volcom race car driver.
Oh, that's right. You guys
And
are
in fact,
sponsored.
Skin Dog just told me I have a huge box.
Speaking of Skin Dog, really quickly, what's going on? Jackson, hang on a second. This Saturday night, free movie put on by Volcom. Free, F-R-E-E-E-E-E.
Yeah, Jackson, we were talking about earlier, you're inviting all your friends, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And how many friends do you have?
I have lots.
All right, so this place is going to be rocking because Jackson's friends are coming.
And
so it's called Psychic Migrations. It's at the Rio Theater.
Yeah.
It's Saturday night, September 19th.
Yep.
And that's at 7 p.m. And here's the best part.
Right.
It's free.
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 F-R-E-E-E.
Yeah, everybody loves free.
Free. And you know Skinny's going to be out there throwing
swag
wagons rolling up.
It's going to be big. The bus is going to pull up and just free things are going to fly through the air. So, and Jackson's going to be there.
Front row, Jackson?
I have no idea, really.
Really? What school do you go to?
SoCal Elementary.
So who sponsored you? Got Skin Dogs, Vulcan sponsored you. Who else?
Rainbow Fin Company.
Okay, Rainbow Fin Company.
He's moving on up.
Yeah,
Those are
very
some
well done.
Darn good fins.
And your favorite place to surf are?
Pangy's, First Peak Laughs, sometimes Sur Peak, and Sharks.
Dude.
Who's your top sponsor?
Yeah, your top sponsor.
Both of them.
Who's your top sponsor? Are we pointing?
Poppy.
Yes, Granddad. Taylor Surfboards, sponsored by Taylor Surfboards.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
You have to work on that.
What kind of board is he riding? What kind of board are you shaping for him? What did you get it out of a match?
They keep going down and down and
what
down.
Size? What size is it?
Last one was 410 down from 5.0, and then the latest one is 4.3 because it's a board for aerials.
Okay.
Hold it. You hear that, folks?
What?
That's a 4'3" surfboard.
Yeah, 4'3". That's a matchstick. I use that to eat my salad with.
Is a fish.
It's a fish. Pat, your favorite decade was?
Good question. We always ask this.
We always that question.
Still is.
Still is. What is your favorite decade?
I'd have to say late 80s or mid 80s to the 90s.
Because of you were shaping a ton of boards, or because the surf was
boards were getting to their peak. I was probably the busiest. Santa Cruz was on the map, exploding. A wealth of surfboard competition here. Windsurfing.
Right, it was all big.
Windsurfing, that's played a big part.
Who was you apart from Steve Clare? Did you have another mentor?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Did you have of your surfing? I know you're an exquisite surfer yourself, but who did you follow surfing?
One big moment was I was up at 4 Mile, and Vince Collier and Richard Smith had just returned from Bells Beach, and I was talking with him. He said, "You're not going to believe this. 3 fins." Just came back from Simon Anderson. I jumped right on that because I was having a hard time. Had really good single fins, was trying to do twin fins, and just couldn't make them work.
Right.
So, first thruster right out of the box.
That's it.
Great.
So you have something in common with our sponsor, which we always come out always after our first break. Felix Sand Dollar Ding Repair
Surfboard.
If your board is what did I say?
It's Sand Dollar Surfboard repair.
$10 surfboard.
You know
repair.
Felix is listening right now.
You know he is.
Got to get it right. He's been our longest sponsor.
Yeah, I know.
How can we not get that right?
'Cause
Sorry,
you-
Felix. We try.
Sand Dollar. If your board is dinged, whacked, chipped,
Gashed.
cracked,
Yeah.
rocked,
Buckled.
stepped on,
He's
run
gotcha.
over, huh?
And you know what I said last week? I really meant it. I
What's
watched
that?
Felix unload boards that when you can
He's
drop
the
off
best.
the free line, and I seriously he's so careful getting them out of the car.
Right.
And to me, that just really represents what he's about.
Right. 722-4060. Now you said something in common because that's where you first shaped boards at, correct?
Yes.
Was that his little place out there in Manresa, which is a little slice of heaven out there?
Must be a pretty cool landlord in that building, huh?
It was Marlin. I didn't know if
Who it
at
is
the
now.
time. Yeah.
You got along because Bill making. Let's be honest. It's an agricultural area. You're making surfboards.
It was a barn.
Yeah.
It was a barn.
It still is a barn.
We went and knocked on the door, and Corey said, actually that was another big break. Is Thompson Avenue, right up over here. Everyone's in a chicken coop.
Right.
There was
John Mel.
John Mel, Freeline.
Doug Hout was, wasn't he?
No, Westcliff was on one end. Chuck Strelitz, and Tony Micas, who I worked for a little bit, and that was right before they shut that down. They came out and said, "Hey, you guys got to clean up your act, or we're going to shut this down." Of course.
And you were lucky to find a spot.
Yeah, it got torn down, and then Corey was kind of on the ball and gathered up all the. My racks today are Mike Croteau's old shaping racks from Westcliff.
Wow.
So
How do you feel about surfing right now? There's a lot more people doing it. There's a lot of people in the water. How do you feel about the The whole surfing scene.
People think that the surfboard makers are making 1 million surfboards because there's 1 million people surfing, but if you look at it, there's a lot of that Costco sponge influence out there.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of overrun. So, you hope that people progress and get on to, get hooked up with their local shaper and, get something good for them, get some individuality.
And people can get a hold of you how?
Taylor Surfboards.
TaylorSurfboards.com?
Yeah, just contact number.
Okay. It's on there. If you want a Taylor Surfboard, TaylorSurfboards.com.
Not Dan Taylor Surfboards.
Not Dan Taylor.
Not to
In
be
San Diego.
Now, TC, you had a couple of Taylor Surfboards in your day,
I did,
right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah. No, you know what I said earlier is that I think that Pat didn't. This is my take on it. Didn't swallow the pill that surfboards had to be an inch thick and 16 inches wide. And I think that in hindsight now,
They didn't work for me.
well, in hindsight now, to the modern surfboard looks a lot like what you were shaping.
Oh, I'm still doing the 80s one
Yeah.
more time again. It was really easy. People were going like, "Whoa, the 80s is coming back," and I went, "Great, I never left."
Yeah, well, and I think that's awesome because you always made surfboards that worked. And a lot of people got surfboards that weren't correct. for
Yeah,
their
everyone wants to ride what the pros ride, but they
Right.
can ride. They have a special thing, and yeah, the low volume boards are really good for them. And super high performance,
Right.
amazing things being done today.
Right.
But for the average surfer, there's a big gap between the 10-foot super tanker and the pro model, and that's kind of what I focused on.
Okay. So, Seth,
Yeah.
how is it being growing up in a family where your dad's a well-known surfboard shaper, well-known surfer? I mean, what did you learn from your dad?
Pretty much everything. I was being really lucky to grow up like that because when you're growing up and you have someone like my dad who's a well-respected surfer and surfboard maker, you get kind of introduced to the people and the waves and the guys that are surfing those certain waves early on. So I had a lot of opportunity to do that, and it's just been really fun.
What was your first memory of surfing with your dad? Do you remember?
Couple big wave kind of things for me. I guess at the time I was little, so it seemed really big.
Were you smaller than your son sitting beside you here?
No, he's starting really early. That's incredible. But no, I think I was more like 11, 12, 13 maybe when I started. And my dad took me down to Moss one day, and it was pretty big, and I had that experience. And another time out at Scott's when it was pretty big.
Then he returned the favor. He took me to a place over in Hawaii. I almost drowned.
Yeah, I was thinking about those old days, that session. I was like, well, hey, check this out.
I asked him, I go, "Hey, so what size board you riding out there?" And he goes, "Well, I have my 6.2 or my 8.0. I'm taking my 8.0." And I just went, "Oh, no."
Yeah, that was a good day.
And question for Pat: your son's a goofy foot. You're not. What happened?
Just let him go. Just let him do whatever he wanted.
Seth, growing up in Pleasure Point, being a goofy foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer to surf backside, so it's kind of fun.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with a goofy foot, TC.
Well, no, you know what? Seth's an amazing surfer. In fact, Seth, you won some contests. You did the contest route for a while.
Yeah, I did. That's what was going on, and that was fun for sure. I did a few.
And you were the sponsored guy, and now here's your son, surfing and doing the sponsored route and contest coming up too. And
yeah, he seems to be enjoying it. He's asking to do it, so we do it, and I just try to say, don't forget to have fun.
How are you guiding him? Is it?
Every step of the way.
Yeah, just trying to show him, all the things that I've learned surfing, and so he can kind of feel what I'm feeling and how much I enjoy it, and just how to be safe, how to respect other people in the water, and just how to enjoy yourself, because it's the best thing I've ever done for sure.
How do you gauge where do you tell him when to go surf, or does he choose where he wants to surf, and how big will you let him go out?
I let him make the call. I just make suggestions, and I let him go with what he's comfortable with. And if it seems sketchy to me, I let him explain the situation. If it sounds like he's got a handle on it, we go out.
Okay. So you go out together?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. TC?
Well, how I know he skateboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a kind of a big part of your regiment.
Yeah. fun.
and the other thing I wanted to talk about is, here your dad took you out and showed you the ropes at Pleasure Point, and now you're taking your son out
Yeah.
to the Pleasure Point and showing him the ropes.
Yeah.
3 generations right here at the radio station sign. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's insane. I love it. It's a good feeling.
How long's it been since all 3 of you were sitting on surfboards at the peak at the same time?
What's that now? Sorry.
When was the
When was the last time
you guys all surfed
like-
together?
God, I'd say
Probably last during the summer.
yeah, 38th. We all went out on longboards.
yeah,
was that the
yeah.
time? Yeah. That was fun. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Pat, what words of advice you've given to the little one over here, to your grandson?
Oh, it's not all fun and games, you know.
Right.
He thinks I'm lazy.
He's not lazy. We're just getting.
Because he comes over on Sunday, and that's the day I sit in the chair all day.
Yeah. Poppy's been putting in 10-hour days all week, and then on Sunday, Poppy's relaxing.
Yeah.
So that's
If
all
there's
I see.
there's no surf, if there's surf, I go surfing at 5:30 in the morning.
So you've made
for sure.
surfboards for some of the best, Adam Raplogal and obviously some Richard Schmidt.
There's a long list.
Can you give us a list that you've made surfboards for and who
Oh,
you've
we got
enjoyed?
Mulcoys, Barney,
Right.
the Duke. Local people know the Duke.
Duke.
4 Mile Dave.
Who have you enjoyed watching most surf your boards?
Probably these guys.
The kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I remember the Barney got his cover on his first cover on Surfer was on one of your boards, wasn't it? Was that? Was he riding one of your boards?
The
Porto Escondido cover?
Sean, that particular board, no, but Sean had gotten boards from me.
Okay.
That I think actually was Corey tried to help the West Side contingent, so he brought Hank Heitman in.
Oh, okay.
Did
Flea and Barney.
His death affect you in any way at all?
Has what?
Sean's death affect you in any way?
Well, sure. We
all did, right?
No one likes to see anyone go,
That early.
way before their time.
Right.
And gosh, he's a likable guy.
Right.
He's a smiley, happy guy.
Yeah, that was a very sad moment. Anyway, you're listening to the Off the Radio Show right here on KSCO. Also we're on FM, right? We're 1080, 104.1 FM. If you do want to call in and talk to the Taylors tonight, the phone number is 831-479-1080. And just to let you know that this portion of the show is brought to you by, listen to this, Santa Cruz Groms, a wonderful outdoor-based after-school adventure program for kids from K to 6th grade. Surf lessons, beach activities, skateboarding, hiking, they got it all. Santa Cruz Groms staff is properly experienced. They want your kids outside using their imaginations, being active, all the while embracing our local environment culture. Go ahead and mention the Off That Radio Show and receive 1 free trial day. For contact, go to SantaCruzGroms.com. That's SantaCruzGroms.com. This is Neil and TC with the Off That Radio Show. Be right back after this short break. Don't go away.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Pono Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Khalil?
The chicken fingers.
Located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO or check us out on the web at PonoHawaiianGrill.com. We put the Ono in Pono.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. My wife Diane and I are experienced realtors who know and live at the beach, and we've been bringing the coast home to you since 1982. We'd love to help you sell or buy your slice of paradise here on the Santa Cruz coast. Please give the beach guy a call at 831-818-7064 or give Mrs. Beach Guy a call at 831-818-5939. Also, please drop into our website at lifesabeach.com and check out our available coastal properties. Remember, no one knows the turf. Near the surf, better. Cowabunga.
What the heck is the Food Lounge?
We're a dynamic, community-minded event venue in downtown Santa Cruz, focused on local food, art, and entertainment.
The Food Lounge profiles rotating pop-ups, flash dinners, guest chefs, classes, a monthly artisan food market, and more special events regularly.
Featuring only Santa Cruz breweries and ciders, a local winery of the month, and artisan spirits at our full bar.
Available for your private or corporate special events.
Hey Neil, tell them what's happening this week at the Food Lounge.
Okay, this week at the Food Lounge, Winemaker's Dinner featuring Bargetto Winery, a seasonal multi-course meal paired with our Winery of the Month. Reservations required. Go to info@scfoodlounge.com. We're back! We're back! I fell asleep there, TC.
It's okay.
Sleep at the wheel. In studio tonight, the Taylor family, Pat, Seth, and Jackson. Jackson, who's 9.
Sponsored
surfer. I saw some pictures of him on his dad's phone, killing it, going left at sharks. Killing it.
Yeah. Hey, if you get sponsored by Volcom at 9, you better be ripping.
You gotta be good, huh?
Yeah, they're not giving that stuff away to anybody.
No, Skin Dogs, he's taking notice.
Well, you know what? He's got the groms.
Does he have all the groms?
He's doing a good job getting the kids stoked.
Okay. Once again, his films this week, this Saturday, his film at the, which is a free film put on by Skin Dog Volcom, is at the Rio Theater this Saturday night.
Well,
I'm
you
sure
know
you can go to the Rio
Ice
Theater.
Cream Surf Club, right?
Yeah, the Ice Cream Surf Club.
Yeah. Jackson, ever been involved in that? The Ice Cream Surf Club? You heard about that?
Never,
You
but
need
it sounds really fun.
Yeah, that's right. Better talk to Skin Dog.
How do I
about it.
join?
Yeah,
the Ice Cream Surf Club.
The way it works, you go surfing with Skin Dog, and then he takes you for ice cream afterwards. Yeah, it's a good deal.
Oh, it don't get no better.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
But listen, you got to catch 10 waves. That's the rule.
Is that the rule?
Yeah.
No problem.
So, Pat,
no problem.
Pat was talking to TC before, and he was describing your surfing style as one of the most fluid out there in Pleasure Point. He was telling me that you seem to know every inch of the waves out there. Is that true? And does it come naturally to you, or?
Wasn't a lot of people back. Single fins, no cords. It was a pretty empty lineup. You could figure it out pretty fast.
Right.
Now it's the opposite.
You still enjoying it now?
Trying to.
But do you still enjoy? Does the number of people out there kind of like disappointing your surfing career?
I can't deny it. Yes.
Yes. What's he gonna do about that, TC?
I don't know, but I'll say one thing, that he got any wave he wanted for a long time out there. So.
No. Why did he get all the waves?
Well, we can ask him the same question afterwards. My take he was the guy that was ripping. He was the guy that was making the boards for guys that were ripping. He lived right in the neighborhood, a block from the spot. His boards were sold in the surf shop around the corner.
Right.
He was that guy.
Right.
Pat, what's your answer?
Wow.
You don't really see that because that's you. But from somebody like me, I was around during that time. That's the way I saw it, and that to me, it's what Seth's teaching Jackson. There's respect.
Yes.
And when people are at the level that I just gave you those props for, there's a respect, and that respect is, if you want the wave, it's yours.
That's right.
Straight up.
But it seems to be lost nowadays. There's just so many people.
I do. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you can still find it. It's just, it's hard to walk down the end of the street when there's 500 people.
Can I have a minute here, Pat? It's a somber moment. Just a minute of your time here. Now, TC and I have been doing this show for probably 2.5 years, right, TC? 132 shows.
Time flies.
And he is giving me more crap for riding a paddleboard, right? A lot, tons of it. Okay,
Where's this going?
Mr. Terry Campion, Mr. Terry Campion is, I'm gonna say it on the air, is now the proud owner of 2 paddleboards, two paddles and 2 paddleboards.
It's very simple.
No.
Want me to explain myself?
Go.
I'm going to explain myself.
No, you know what? I'm going to have Will explain. Will, this is Neil TC of the Off the Radio Show.
Oh, my God, am I on the air?
Yes, you're on the air, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Hey, Pat, you know what? You don't know me, but I was a total kook. But back in the very early 70s, it was you, Bob Chatfield, Dave Sutton, Tipple.
Sounds like
who's the guy?
Sounds like
John
4 Mile. There's a 4 Mile go out.
You shredded 4 Mile to Deb and Steve Coletta, and you had these epic boards with like dolphins airbrushed on the bottom, and you guys shredded like never before, and you tolerated me because I was a young, stupid punk, but don't ever think that I didn't get the most out of it or regret my stupid behavior. How about that?
Well, those are good times.
That's a confession. That's a confession right there. Thanks, Will, for calling. We appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Right on, Will. Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the call, buddy.
Thank you.
4 Mile comes up a lot and is often overlooked.
It does.
Yeah, it's such a gem, and not often is it brought up, in our Santa Cruz limelight.
Remember my crazy friend TC? She got run out of 4 Mile.
Oh boy. It's not easy. I mean, that's actually quite easy to do.
Yeah. You still surfing up there, Pat?
I surf a lot up north when I can.
Yeah. Less people for you?
Hopefully.
Right. Are you still now shaping boards? Are you still shaping?
Oh yeah. I made more boards for myself in the last 2 years than it's ridiculous.
Why is that?
Just because I can.
Perfect. Now you do a little four-wheel.
Why
Are we
wouldn't
talking
I?
about his four-wheel thing, TC? Or what are we
Well,
doing?
we could talk. He's moonlighting now, doing some other stuff.
I know, he's doing some moonlighting.
Yeah, he is.
That's it. Let's go take a quick break. But before we go to the break, hang on, Mr. Chris Spencer over here. Okay? This portion of the show is brought to you by people. This is where we're going to give more stuff away for free. More free.
Love free.
Everyone loves free. You got free movies, free tickets. Now we're giving away free coffee. People's Coffee and Live Oak Surfing, hands down, the best coffee in town, is giving away coffee on the Off the Radio Show for the next few weeks. The sixth caller, Chris. he's looking at me going, you ass. Okay, I tell you what, Chris, I'm going to be nice to you. The fourth caller. The caller right now, 479-1080, gets 20 schmackaroos or free coffee. Call right now, 479-1080. It's Neil TC. We'll be right back after this very short break. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Deborah Cousins from Caldwell Banker. A property like this rarely comes around, and I want to share this opportunity with all of the KSCO listeners. The stunning Willow Pond Ranch is a 21-acre luxury horse property, 4 miles from the Monterey Bay, with a 3,000 square foot newly remodeled executive home. At this time, I invite you to take a look for yourself by visiting willowpondranchsocal.com or call me, Deborah Cousins, for your personal viewing at 831-234-6552. Thank you.
Hi, this is Jeff Winterhalter from North Bay Ford. Proud to sponsor the Off the Radio Show. We're here to support the local surf community with a full inventory of trucks, hybrids, and plug-in hybrids. Come see why the F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle for 39 years. We have the perfect surf vehicle in stock, the new 2015 Ford Transit van. We have a model that will fit your needs. Come to the no-hassle, easy place to buy a car. No stress, no drama. We make it easy for everybody. We're locally owned, locally operated. North Bay Ford at 1999 SoCal Avenue or www.northbayford.com.
Chill Out Cafe on 41st Avenue, Santa Cruz is not just a block from some of the world's best surf, but it is also where you can go relax and order the tastiest grub before and after your sesh. Plump burritos, fresh salads, sky-high sandwiches, and a superb selection of hot and cold drinks. They have something for you. Go to chilloutcafesantacruz.com to view their menu, and to place your order to go, call 831-477-0543. Chill Out Cafe, where they roll the fatties.
And we are back with the Off the Radio Show, broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California on KSCO 10 AM 1080 and 104.1. We're also streaming live on SantaCruzWaves.com. I want to thank Chad for handling the live stream. In studio, we have the Taylor family. That would be Pat, Seth, and Jackson. Jackson, put the headphones on. Okay, so Jackson, you're 9 years old. Sponsored by Volcom and Rainbow Fin. Who's your favorite surfer?
Oh, and Taylor Surfboards.
Yeah.
Oh, and Taylor
The most
Surfboards,
important
of course.
sponsor.
And Taylor Surfboards.
Lead off with that one.
Yes, the stickers go on the
Taylor,
surfboard.
Volcom, Rainbow. Okay, who's your favorite surfer?
My favorite surfer is Joel Parkinson and John Florence.
Why is which? Would you pick one or the other? Who's your who's like the really favorite? Do you have their pictures on your wall at home?
I really like John.
You do? Do you have his picture on your wall at home?
I have like all the surfers' picture on my wall because I put lots of pictures of skateboarders and surfers everywhere on my wall.
Who's your favorite skateboarder?
My favorite skateboarder, I think it's Malto something.
Oh, Malto. Yeah.
Malto?
Sean Malto. Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good.
What about the Meekster?
What?
Yeah. Meekster, you better get busy with it.
Meekster gave him his first skateboard.
He did?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Wow.
Yeah, you better say,
I
that
really
guy.
like him too.
Yeah, you like the Meekster?
Hey, look at that Meekster giving it away.
So Jack's on the phone right now. We got a phone call. Oh, he left. Whoever that was, if you want to call back, 479-1080 is the phone number.
Maybe we gave away the coffee.
Oh yeah. We giving away the farm tonight.
I know. And then tomorrow night.
Oh yes, tomorrow night, TC and I will be at invite everyone to come down to the Santa Cruz County Fair. Apparently, it's going to be a hot night. They got racing, TC, motorcycles, BMXs. Bring us a beer, and you get on the air.
Love it.
Bring us a shot, you get to the front of the line, and you really get on the air.
I love it.
Okay?
Because I have a designated driver.
You do?
Yes, I do.
I got to find myself one of those. Maybe I get to ride with you.
There you go. Bingo.
You know? It's going to be fun. The Hour Local Radio Show, 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow night from the Santa Cruz County Fair. What have we not talked about with Pat?
I love how he skirted my paddle thing.
Yeah. Mr. SUP. Yeah. You are a paddleboarder, TC. You
Pat,
are now.
Pat, have you ridden a stand-up paddleboard yet?
I tried it once.
Didn't like it?
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, it was not a calm situation. It was a lot harder than I thought.
Right.
TC, you got a lot to learn, my friend.
Hey, I'm going to go paddle with my wife. I'm not going to Sewer Peak. I'm going to some lake up in the Sierras.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Who's not going to Sewer Peak? There's only one person that goes to Sewer Peak doing that thing. On the phone right now, we have Glenn from Watsonville. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, this is Glenn.
Glenn,
I recognize that one.
Yeah, I want to respond to something about Pat. You know, you were talking about respect in the water. You know, Pat Taylor is a Grom by my standards, right? When he first came to town, I was already an old guy and established, okay? But one place I never got very astute at was Pleasure Point. And I would paddle out to Pleasure Point, surf on bigger days, and I would look at Taylor. Because Pat Taylor always knows where to be sitting, and when a set comes, he'll be to the right place to get the wave. And I would tell him, Pat, take me with you wherever you go out here, and don't leave me behind, because I'm always going to get caught inside, right? And inevitably, I would look, and Pat would be gone. He'd paddle away. And I'd go, oh, no. I would end up eating soup all the way to the beach, looking back out and watching Pat carve on big, beautiful waves without me. And you know what? That's why people get respect in the water, when they can carve deeper and longer than anybody.
Those are some nice words, Glenn.
Nice. Thanks, Glenn. We appreciate the phone call. And Pat is over here.
Okay.
Pat's over here smiling. He's liking it, too.
Hey, Glenn. Glenn, don't leave yet. 'Cause I got a couple of questions for you. So you're sponsoring Jackson now, the third in line here of the Taylor family.
Well, yeah.
Just
You
made
know,
him
the guy-
two
the
sets
guy-
of fins.
The guy's ripping it up, and he's got good energy, and, you know, that's what you want in the water, is a good energy, and he respects the adults around him. But he moves a little fast. He gets a little too many waves.
35 pounds.
Jackson, don't burn your sponsor.
So, Glenn, what do you think about Mr. Terry Campion now riding a paddleboard around the
We'll let that one
Pleasure
go.
Point area?
Hey, listen, I've got a lot of friends that are, at least they're still standing up. That's all I can say.
Hey, you know what? And honestly, like I said, I'm gonna go paddle around with my wife. And I know, Neil, you take just love this. And I'll never hear the end of it.
I've just been taking your abuse for 2.5 years. I just wanted 1 minute of my own.
There you go.
Although I just wanted 1 minute. I'm done.
You got it.
It's over and done with.
Hey, Glenn, great phone call. Thanks for hooking up the Nipper. And obviously, you've been hooking up the Taylors for a long time, and you are a friend of the radio show.
And you're due to come back, Glenn.
Oh, one day.
Yeah, you're due to come back. He's due for a comeback. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate it. That was Glenn from Rainbow Fin.
Yeah, and Jeez, how long's Glenn been making fins?
That's a great family-owned, operated business.
Yeah, it's we could talk about quality and craftsmanship, and their fins have always been beautiful.
He's been taking care of me from the very first day.
And it now sounds like you took care of him too.
I've never gone anywhere else for fins. Never had to.
Wow.
Do you find that a lot of people took care of yourselves over the years? A lot of people in the industry kind of all looked after each other? Or is it still the case, or now that we see Costco boards and all these other boards in the water, is that love departing?
Well, the industry's taken a hit, so they kind of have to align themselves and, have a little bit of support between themselves.
Right.
I tell everyone, go out. I don't care if they come to me or anyone else, but there's so much good quality craftsmen here in Santa Cruz. When I see people coming with boards from wherever, it's not a very good feeling.
What would you do? Your history is obviously Pleasure Point. What would you do to change what's going on in the water, especially at Pleasure Point now with all these surf schools? It seems like you've got, every person out there is teaching somebody to surf anymore. What would you do, or what could you think we could do about that?
I'm at a loss for that. It's just going to go where it goes, and you just got to work your way around it, I guess. You know, surfing's still the greatest thing to do. And you just got to work your way around the people.
What do you think, sir? What do you think we could do about that, Seth? Anything we can do about that, or are you just you letting that go and
practice acceptance? I guess for that.
That's a good point.
People figured out how fun it is, and we live in one of the best spots in the world for surf, and so everyone's just trying to enjoy it. But it'd be nice if they kind of researched a little more, learned about the culture and the respect thing, and some of the etiquette, and just kind of remember the people that were there before them.
Yeah,
that's all.
Makes a good point. And what you were saying about surfboards, Pat, is in the 80s. I mean, you maybe can touch on this too. 60-70% of the boards in the water were locally manufactured surfboards.
Yeah, we competed against ourselves, all in town, and now it's the opposite. Boards from all over the world come to Santa Cruz,
and that was a big part.
Drop in on us.
Well, the thing is, let's talk about the jobs. And, and I was a production glass guy back then, too. And the shapers all got along. They worked in shops together. There was camaraderie. They had their teams. And in the contest situations, there was like this, fun rivalry that everybody had. And it has kind of gone away a little bit.
Well, that was a growth period. And now it's at a saturation point. But, it's good times. Good time to be around.
What do you see in 10 years?
The same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just worse.
Hopefully not.
It seems like
it's worse for us, but for the people coming in, they don't know any better. I mean,
right.
Like Jackson, these guys hit it every weekend. They just weave their way around the madness. And
do you think these guys are, obviously going out and buying Costco boards, that that time may come to an end too, and they're gonna, it might spark a revival and people getting to the next step and buying, quote unquote, a real surfboard?
Yeah. I think that's they've taken care of the entry level, the people that don't know if that's what they want to do. But if you're, 1 or 2 years into it and you're still on a softboard, or you've been doing it for 20 and you're on a softboard,
you're missing out, right?
Yeah.
You're missing out.
I kind of laugh at it.
Can we just talk 2 seconds about moonlighting?
Sure.
You're moonlighting, and what are you doing?
I work for Scoggins Fiberglass. We fabricate parts and molds for vintage heritage race cars.
TC, give me some Camaro work.
He's working on $1 million cars.
It's not fiberglass, unless he wants to produce about 20 of them.
Mine's aluminum. I crush like a tin can out there. And you were saying something earlier about this when you were describing it. Is like it's what you do. It's the fiberglass and shaping experience of your background. It helps out a lot, I guess.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. He used to be my boss when I was building sailboats. So he taught me how to fair keels, which actually inspired me. I planed down lead keels with a planer, and I went, well,
I can do that.
If I can do that, I can do that on foam, and I did that before I did surfboards. And
full circle back.
In fact, I think that picture you have on the website, I built that board up at Billy Yachts.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, show's coming to an end, TC.
It flies
Pat,
by.
obviously you're going to come back. We've got a lot more. We've got the next decade to talk about.
Yeah, right.
Want to thank the Taylor family for coming in studio. Seth, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
Jackson, thank you, young man. Good luck with your surfing career.
You're
Okay?
welcome.
I want to see you. I'm going to have, what
Well, and we'll see Jackson Saturday night at the Vulcan premiere at the Rio.
Yep. Picking up swag.
Yep, this Saturday at 7 o'clock.
He'll be sitting over there in the team
That's
section.
right. This
Yeah,
portion of the show is brought
exactly.
to you by Slided Town. Slided Town gear can be found at the Pacific Wave, Pac Wave. It can be found at Santa Cruz Boardroom, Santa Cruz Apparel. The gorgeous work of Kevin from Slided Town. Slided Town gear can be found right there, as I said, at the Santa Cruz Boardroom. Next week, a very special show next week, TC.
I'm ready.
Mr. Larry Fuller.
All right.
You know who Larry Fuller is?
I have no
Larry
idea.
Fuller has one of the world's greatest collection of surfboards in the world. He just made a clip that's on the Off the Lip Radio Show Facebook page with Kelly Slater. He is making some of the world's greatest surfboards using the world's finest materials with the world's finest craftsmen. Renee Yater, Al Merrick, Jim Phillips. He's making these beautiful boards out of these sequoia redwood trees. He came on the show with Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, he was
Didn't
here
want to
that
say
night.
a word.
Yeah, no, I
He
know we're
totally
talking
on the
about.
radar. I talked him into coming on the show.
The
He's a
wood.
wonderful
They're
young
making
man.
wood boards,
They're
and the
beautiful.
wood he has. He was telling me 300-year-old.
300-year-old sequoia redwoods that fall. They didn't chop them down.
Well,
they just
are
fell down.
sequoias redwoods?
Yeah.
No, all right.
Yeah, they are. Well, not daisies.
Are they wall hangers or?
They're all wall hangers. They're all wall hangers.
Bar
and-
tops.
Yeah, they're just, but they're beautiful. So
yeah,
awesome. I
but
can't
also,
wait.
Larry has he's probably one of the world's finest collection of surfboards out there. So
Can you please bring some boards and we can share it with our listeners? They can see them.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea.
I'll have to ask you if you can.
Next week, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. And tomorrow night, once more, me and TC will be at TC and I, be at the
Fairgrounds.
Santa Cruz County Fair from 7 to 8 p.m. Bring us a beer, you get on the radio. Bring us a shot, you get the front line, you definitely get on the radio.
But hold it. Are there shots at the fairgrounds?
Who knows?
There's only beer, I think.
I think, okay.
Yeah, so just bring us a beer.
Just bring us a beer. Get on
Front
the
of
air.
the line.
Front of the line. The Taylor family, thanks once again for coming on the show.
Thank
you. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys, now you've driven by here a million times. Now you've been in here.
Well, and
It's a
if
little piece of
anybody
Santa
is
Cruz
out
history.
surfing at the point and a kid riding a 4-foot 3-inch surfboard with
Get out of
blonde
the way.
hair,
Yeah, get out of the way.
Watch out,
because he's gonna run you. He's gonna run you over. A nipper.
4-foot 3-inch surfboard.
Maybe.
Yeah. I want to thank the Taylor family for coming in. TC, good to see you, my friend.
You too. Thank
I
you.
want to thank Chad for doing the live stream tonight. I want to thank Chris, our amazing, the maestro, the magician, for engineering our show tonight. And I want to thank the sponsor for sponsoring the show. Without them, the show is not happening. This has been Neil and TC with the Update Radio Show. We'll see you next week. If you want to come out to the fair, we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.
Your source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. AM 1080, KSCO, Santa Cruz,
Utah, near the Arizona.